Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so it's been a long time since I met you, and now I want to step. Did you see what I did there? That was so corny, but corny is my name. Hi, my name is Whitney, and welcome to my channel, Beauty with Whitney. And when I talk beauty, I talk holistic beauty on the inside and on the outside. So, yeah, this is gonna be a little bit of a chatty get ready with me. I actually wanted to post a vlog this week, but there's so much happening in Durban, South Africa right now, in South Africa, in Africa, in the world, in the universe. I mean, we have looting and rioting and just poverty. We've got the Panasonic happening everywhere. So I was like, you know what? I can't be the only person out there who is feeling a little bit anxious. I'm sure there are other people out there that are feeling anxious as well. So why don't we just, you know, start a little conversation around what do you do when you can't do anything anymore? Before we get into that, please can I humbly request that you subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, so I've been trying to be a bit more consistent with my vlogging. If that's the kind of stuff you like, that lifestyle kind of stuff that you like, please subscribe to my channel, click your notification bell so you know when I've uploaded. I'm starting on a clean face. I have done my skincare. I'm gonna list everything I use down below in the description box, because I'm not really gonna be telling, this is not really a makeup get ready with me, it's more a chatty get ready with me. I'm just gonna take a little bit of powder and just powder my cheeks and my nose and my chin. Okay, so where do we begin? All right, first things first, I am not a medical professional by any means whatsoever. However, I do make use, thank God, I do make use and I do have access of speaking to a medical professional, well, a psychologist in this case. And these are tips that her and I have developed, tools that her and I have developed for my personal growth, healing, and development. So these are things that I think not a lot of us have access to and resources to acquire. So I'm pretty much going to be imparting on some of that knowledge, and hopefully it will help somebody out there. And I just want to preface this video to say you are not alone at all. And I need for you to just to dig deep. I need for you to dig deep and remember that in as much as we're going through everything that is happening in the country, and you might be going through things that we possibly might not know personally, it's very important that your outlook in life is to acquire some form of faith, hope, and the possibility and belief that there is a possibility that you will get out of this stronger, better, and that you will ultimately be okay. It's very important that we start off there. First tip that I have for you is to be kind. And when I say be kind, remember the first person that you are accountable to before anybody else and after God or whoever you believe in is yourself. You need to remember that you are a priority, and being kind to yourself is the best form of self-love that you can possibly give to yourself. Oh, there's so much that happens in our personal lives, our professional lives, and the first thing that we end up doing when this happens is that we tend to neglect the easiest target. and that easiest target is yourself. And if you needed a sign to remember that loving yourself and being kind to yourself is and should be your #1 priority, honey, this is your sign. The first thing in terms of being kind to yourself is auditing your thoughts. Naturally, I think it's a human response that we are more inclined to giving or reinforcing negative thoughts and behaviors of ourselves, and not really necessarily reinforcing positivity into our lives. And one of the things that I like to do is I reinforce positivity by saying things like, yes, even though I woke up 10 minutes late today, I got 10 minutes more sleep that I possibly needed at that moment in time. Countering negative thoughts and balancing it out with positivity, auditing what it is that you confess and what it is that comes out of your mouth when it comes to talking about yourself. If you're finding that your thoughts are so negative and more destructive than constructive, then I would say start speaking to people, with people that reaffirm what you already know. And again, when I say what you already know, this is because you've been speaking positively into your life and about yourself. So finding people in your life and speaking to people that reaffirm what you already know is another way for you to almost brainwash. I don't want to really say brainwash, but to continue a positive and healthy dialogue that you are having about yourself, and possibly even enlighten you about blind spots that you might not have known. So sometimes it's easy for us to dilute or completely disregard the many victories that we've had, the many goals that we've achieved. Establish a network of people in your life that you will turn to when things seem to be falling apart around you. So speaking up and speaking out to your social structure that you have developed and curated, people who you trust, to the point that when you feel as if it seems like everything is just closing in on you, these are the first group of people that you go through to, and they help you. Having a very close-knit group of people who know you, who know exactly what you need to hear to build you, to encourage you, to help you get through whatever it is that you are going through. It is also important that at this time, you are not seeking or going to people who perpetuate your negative feelings. You have to audit also that social circle that you have created for yourself. A lot of us fall back into extremely toxic traits by going to places and people who distract you, who distract and distract. Curate your support structure so well and so tightly that you will never stray. And whenever you need help, that is the first group of people that you go to, because you know for a fact they have your back. Now, don't over depend on these people. You also need to self-soothe. You need to self-soothe. You need to find ways to take accountability for your feelings. But bouncing back between these people is also a really good way for you to gain and gauge on where you are at, and potentially find out through them what are the kinds of things that you can do to carry on doing all the other work that you've been doing along the way. Second tip that I have for you is one that I think I'm sometimes extremely guilty of, is Move your body, not like a snake, because we do not listen to R. Kelly anymore. R. Kelly is so cancelled. I can't even believe I'm saying his name. There are times where I am so caught up in my field that I give up before I've even started. So trust me, baby girl and baby boys, we all struggle with this, but it is very important that you commit to moving. Get up and move. No matter what, I cannot say this enough, no matter what it is that you feel, no matter how lazy or how despondent you are currently feeling, that feeling is going to move. That feeling will with time get out and occupy space somewhere else. However, you need to do the work to help yourself process those feelings and release whatever it is that you are currently feeling out of your system and into the universe. When you move, you counter those toxins with healthy, what's the word? Hormones that you naturally generate from movement. And the first type of movement that I would suggest you do is simple morning stretches. So before you get out of bed, you literally just stretch your body. Do something as easy as lifting your arms to the ceiling. But the aim of this is for you to start moving, start flowing, letting the blood flow through your body, stretching your body, sticking it out into positions and places that you possibly haven't done. Have you ever felt that feeling where you have been sitting in a position for so long that your body almost gets stuck in that position? Your body literally gets stuck in that position and you feel like you've been sitting there for hours and hours. Now, imagine if you do not move for months, for days, for months, for weeks. What is your body feeling like? Move your body. The second one is, in terms of moving, take 10 minutes. If you're working from home, it's even better, but take 10 minutes for every hour or 50 minutes that you're working, every hour that you are working, take 10 minutes to take a small walk around your house or around your office to the tea station, wherever, and walk. Just walk. Get your steps in. It's actually amazing how many steps you do not get throughout the day from just sitting, either sitting on the TV, in front of the TV, sitting on your chair in the office. But just move around, go outside, get some sunshine, and literally just move. You will literally feel revitalized. Finally, under the move, exercise. I cannot stress, if you do not have a therapist, if you do not have a psychologist, I cannot stress just how beneficial exercising will be to you. If you can exercise at least for twice a week. At least for twice a week. I think there's definitely going to be a benefit there somewhere. I mean, there has to be something somewhere. Set a mini target for yourself. Set a goal, even if it's once a week. 10 minutes. Exercise. There are so many different types of resources that you can use that can help you build positive habits. And if you don't know how to exercise, there are also lots of apps that you can use to basically help you remind your blood that it needs to go down to your feet and up to your brain. Just move, guys. Point or tip number 3 is nourish. Nourishing your body. Whatever you put in, whether it's your mind or your body, is the exact same energy that you are going to get out. The type and the quality of the foods that you are putting into your body will directly impact on your feelings and your moods and your energy level. Not saying buy the most expensive foods. No. We have so many traditional basic foods, whole foods that come out of the ground. They come out of the ground that literally uplift our mood before you even know it. Things like spinach, pumpkin leaves, beetroot, pumpkin, butternut, cabbage. These are things that you do not need a lot of money to buy and to have access to, you know, contrary to popular belief. Cutting out processed and refined sugars and eating brighter, colorful, wholesome, natural foods that used to live somewhere, used to live in the soil. Instead of it being from a packet, let it come from the soil. So nourishing yourself, the brighter your food, the brighter and lighter your mood. Hey. Detox your gut. Yo, I cannot stress enough of how important it is for us to ensure that you detox your gut. Food that is not healthy for you, food that is not natural or whole foods, does not process out of your system quick enough. And all that gunk chilling up in your body is literally impacting on your mood. Drinking water, having lemon juice or apple cider vinegar in warm water early in the morning, having a nice green juice, all that stuff that's backed up will be released and you will feel way better than what you currently feel. Also important to remember, guys, start small. You cannot undo years and years and years of, you know, misinformed dieting in one day. Eating clean, eating unlike or undoing the kind of eating patterns and routine that you used to have is extremely difficult because there is a lot of dependency, and the psychology behind breaking certain routines is more difficult than we would like to admit. Trust me, there are times where I just kind of like, I'm like, you know what, whatever. I'm just going to eat whatever I want to eat. I remember the one week I was so caught up in my fields, I ordered McDonald's nuggets from Mr. D the whole week. No freaking shame. I literally ordered McDonald's McNuggets 10, 20 for 1 week straight. Please remember, start slow. Do not feel intimidated by anybody else's progress. Your race, your lane. Do everything that you can do to your capacity. The only person you need to be accountable to with all these tips is yourself. So your journey is very personal. Your journey can even be private. Take it easy on yourself. If you fail, I don't want to say fail in a bad way, but if you relapse to your old ways, girl, pick yourself up. You pick yourself up and you try again. The fourth element is creating yourself a routine. One of the things that the human mind is, you know, conditioned to is a routine. And the more you do something over and over and over again, the more you are exercising your brain to remember the kind of things that it is used to doing. Okay? and having yourself a solid routine that you do come rain, sunshine, looting, the presidency falling apart, the country burning outside, brings a form of normalcy to your mind. It literally fools your mind into believing that everything is okay. I cannot even tell you where I know this, but I'm sure it is written down somewhere. If you Google it, you'll find it, I hope. Trick your brain into thinking, oh, Whitney is exercising today. Even though she feels bad, she's still exercising, so everything must be okay. You get what I mean? Can you see the vibe? Can you see where I'm going with that? There are a minimum of 3 things that I have in my personal routine. The first thing that I do is have a glass of water every morning without a fail. I actually keep a water bottle on my bedside stand every night. So the first thing I do when I wake up in the morning is I take a huge gulp of that water just to keep my body moving. You know, keep it flowing, keep it going, eh? Yeah. And the second thing I do once I've done that, which is a non-negotiable, is I make my bed every single morning. I will make my bed. I love my bed. I love my bedroom, and it's one of my pride and joy. So I will make my bed no matter how miff I feel. The third non-negotiable that I do throughout the day that makes me feel as if I am in control of all my feelings and my life is my skincare. Daytime and nighttime, girl, I don't care how I feel. I will always do my skincare. Build your routine, build a morning routine with your 3 non-negotiables, 1 or 2 non-negotiables, and then you add on whether it's exercising, whether it's stretching, whether it's meditating, whether it's praying, whether it's reading a book, whether it's journaling, but you are adding on to an existing routine foundation of those 2 or 3 non-negotiables. Hold yourself accountable to that routine. If you have not done it, you have to take responsibility and do it. You are responsible for you. And if you do not hold you accountable, then baby girl, nobody else can intervene at this point, because you do not even have control over yourself. You do not have control over your feelings. But if you hold yourself accountable to the minimum elements that you have developed as a routine for yourself, nobody can say nothing. Nobody can say anything. Girl, you are good to go. You can do whatever you like. So create a sleeping routine. It is very important that you consider the amount of sleep that you are getting every night. If you are not getting a good 7 hours of sleep every single night, then child, I know you are cranky. Don't even lie, because I have been there. I know you are waking up groggy, uncomfortable, grumpy. That you create a nighttime routine so that closer to bedtime, you're either reading a book and your phone is down, the TV is off, you're having maybe your last glass of water for the night, but you are starting and beginning to wind down for a good night's rest. Second to last tip, number 5, is switch off. Switch off. Now, there is nothing more anxiety driving than spending hours and hours and hours on your phone and on social media. I am guilty of it. I'm not even gonna lie. giving your brain some time to be stimulated by real things, by things that actually add value into your life. Hold on, this is getting out of control. Keep your phone away for a second, even in the morning. Don't touch your phone as the first thing that you do when you wake up. Nah, girl, nah, B. Don't do that. Don't do that. This is so pink. Gosh. Put your phone away. Pick up a book. Start a new hobby. Wow. Pick up a book. Start a new hobby. Meditate. Sit in silence. Listen to music. Listen to your children. Listen to your partner. Connect. Connect with something. Connect with yourself. Connect with God. Gosh. I'm not sure what is happening with this lip balm right now. This lip gloss right now. But let's hope that this can fix it. I don't like that color. What is going on? Switch off and just reconnect with yourself. Switch off and listen to your feelings. Listen to your thoughts. Ask God or whoever you believe in just to guide you, just to be present with you, just to, you know, provide clarity to you. The more you distract yourself with other people's lives, with what's happening in the news, the more you put yourself into situations that you really don't belong in, and you are attracting battles that are not yours. I never understood why people were like, oh, I'm taking a break. I am no longer gonna be on WhatsApp, and no longer gonna be on this, no longer gonna be on that. And I was like, cap, whatever. It's not even that serious, bruh. Calm down, it's not that deep. And then I did it, and then I switched off, and then I was like, whoa. That stuff is actually, that action is actually really, really beneficial. And I think you also get a lot more control over the things that are important to you and the things that you actually can control. Because there's no way that I can control what is trending on Twitter, but I can definitely control my feelings and the way that I react to it. And even if it means I need to stick my head in the sand for that peace of mind, honey, I'm gonna do it without a doubt. Sign me up. Where is the queue or the line for that? Hold on, I'm gonna change my shirt and come back. Okay, and then my final tip. My final tip to you is try again. Try again. Mental health or mental illnesses, anxiety, disparity, anything takes time for you to overcome. And sometimes, wow, it is so cold. It's so cold. Oh my gosh. And sometimes it takes a few attempts before you get on top of it. You will not always succeed. I don't even want to say you will not always succeed, but you find ways to cope with whatever it is that you're going through. And the only way that you can do that is by trying over and over and over again. I asked my therapist, you know, I feel like whenever I'm sitting on your couch, I'm always talking about the same thing. And she's like, Whitney, because you are undoing a lifetime worth of trauma, a lifetime worth of lessons and experiences. So give yourself some room to allow yourself to work through those feelings. And be kind. Again, go back to number one. Be kind to yourself. The one thing I love about these 6 tips is that they feed into one another. There's nothing more satisfying and gratifying than that experience in itself. And at the end of the entire experience and that movement that you have introduced into your life, consciously and intentionally introduced into your life, the more everything else that's happening around you fades away, and the more control you are inviting into your space. The possibilities are limitless. That it is for that reason that I want you to remember that even though you might have not done something today, tomorrow is another day. So that brings me to the end of my get ready with me. This is the final look. Got my Zurag off, got my waves in. This is the final look. I absolutely love this glam look. Natural soft glam. That is my style. I do it over and over and over again. So if you liked anything, if you liked my look, comment down below what part of it that you liked the most. If you like any of my 6 steps, please comment down below what which of the 6 steps you like, and what would you possibly introduce into your life that you think you could take away from this message. If there are steps that you take that you would like for us to know about, also put that down below so we can have a conversation going. Don't forget that we are trying really, really hard to get to 1,000 subscribers. Even if we get to 500, child, I will be so happy. I've been so stagnant over this past few months. So literally 500 will be a dream for me. I am going to leave you with my first step, tip, thing. Be kind to yourself and be kind to others second. Bye.